on the mic, and we are here for all of it.
Well, it's a rough night, I guess, for some of those he doesn't care campers. It always is a special place for me to come back to Northern California, but I don't need any extra motivation or inspiration. It was a measuring stick for our football team.
There's a whole bunch
I think
of noise
to see how we matched up against another really good football team, and I'm proud of our guys.
Packers Super Bowl contenders?
Yes. Why wouldn't they be? They have Aaron freaking Rodgers. Say it with me, Spears. He's a bad about that bad man. That is man. You know what time it is. I mean, come on now. The fact of the matter is that there's a whole. When we look at the Green Bay Packers, the arguments I made against the Cowboys, one could easily make against the Packers.
Yeah.
Until you think about who their quarterback is. See, what we're seeing from Dak Prescott, we applaud and we should applaud. Because obviously he's playing some terrific football thus far for the most part. But we don't make a big deal out of Aaron Rodgers doing that. You know why? Because he's Aaron Rodgers. That's why. You remember KD, Marcus Spears? Remember KD? You know, I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. You know who I am. That's Aaron Rodgers, okay? You know who I am. And that's what these interviews with Pat McAfee is all about, who, by the way, is doing a great job with his show. The bottom line is this. You know who the hell he is. And so when you see Aaron Rodgers, you have to think about a league MVP. You have to think about a Super Bowl champion. You have to think about somebody that has proven as a talent at the quarterback position, he might be the greatest we've ever seen. And we were ready to anoint that title to Patrick Mahomes, as deservedly so, because he is an absolute stud. But over the last 2 weeks, he's come crumbling down to earth just a touch with their 2-game losing streak. And we've seen Aaron Rodgers throwing that football. And we're saying, wait a minute here. We thought that Patrick Mahomes wasn't capable of those things. But he is capable of those things. So now, Aaron Rodgers has reminded us at age 37, after all of these years in the NFL, fresh off a league MVP, he is the reigning league MVP. Yeah. Okay? He has put us on notice. All of this talk y'all been going off about, not just about my demise and all of this other stuff, which I think is a bit overblown because I think he's being ultra sensitive to all of that stuff. He had a bad game, and that's all anybody says. We all know how great and phenomenal Aaron Rodgers is, okay? And the people that get into his personal business and try to dissect his psyche and engage in character assassination, he should just curse them out and get it over with. I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers is very cathartic. You should try it.
He basically
It's a beautiful thing to do. It's a beautiful thing to do. He should try it. Cussing people out sometimes is a beautiful thing. I'm here to tell you. I'm a witness. So the point that I'm making is
family program.
In the end, yes, family program, but damn it, that happens with family. And that's what needs to happen. And so here we are. Aaron Rodgers is where he is. But the bottom line is because of Aaron Rodgers, that is why the Packers are Super Bowl contenders. Strictly because of him. Period.
Well, that ain't enough. And right now, I don't see them as Super Bowl contenders because they skating by. They skated by the Detroit Lions. They had 37 seconds to push the ball down the field, and I agree with you. 12 is amazing. He's the best we've ever seen over this long period of time. But the bottom line is the Green Bay Packers got some problems, man. They got some real issues when it comes to their football team beyond Aaron Rodgers. They have struggled in these last 2 games. Had it not been for the amazing quarterback that they have, this team would be 1-2, potentially 0-3. That's the reality of it. Jimmy Garoppolo left too much damn time on the clock, and the Detroit Lions with Jared Goff decided they didn't want to play football no more in the second half. That's what it boils down to. Now, we can be emotional about it, and you can scream bad man and start talking all you want to talk about how great Aaron Rodgers is, just like you put the notch on the Dallas Cowboys in the first conversation. If you look at the Packers play, the first 3 games of the season, they've skated by with an all-world quarterback that is not going to get you where you need to be. Now, here's where I agree with you. Yeah, it's time to get better. It's time for them to still keep ascending and going up. And obviously, we get his team benefit of the doubt because 12 is their quarterback. But when you break down film and dissect it, the Packers got some issues, man. They got some serious issues. And the one issue that they have, which I'm concerned about, is not playing a full, complete game yet. And I want to see if it can happen. We've talked about this defense. We've talked about them being the part that's hurting this team. We've talked about, are they Super Bowl contenders for real? We need to find out because of this defense. yes, you should be worried about the Green Bay Packers. But right now, they don't look like Super Bowl contenders to me.
Okay, you could say that. But the bottom line is there have been in the NFC Championship game the last 2 consecutive years. Yeah. And we know why that is. Mm-hmm. One game away from the Super Bowl. So we know why that is.
Let's stay with that. Marcus, would you say that Rodgers is the early MVP frontrunner?
No, Molly. The early MVP frontrunner is Derek Carr. That's the early MVP frontrunner. Derek Carr for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Flare your head. But I'm see, this is what happens on First Take with Stephen A. He want his guys to be the guys. He want to talk about his guys. But let me be respectful to football, because there is no one I would prefer say is the MVP frontrunner than Dak Prescott. That's what I would like to say this morning. Derek Carr has beat the Baltimore Ravens. He's beat the Miami Dolphins, and he's beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Before you go on.
Go ahead. Let me see.
Hold on. Before you go on, stop it. I got him. Before you go on any further, can y'all roll the tape for me, please, from a couple of weeks ago? Can y'all roll that tape?
Bring it back.
What tape?
I'm going to go ahead and say this. And you believe it or not, you laugh or not, but we're going to also be together for Wednesdays upon Wednesdays upon Wednesdays. Jameis Winston will be hovering around the MVP conversation by the end of the season. Put it down. Yes, I said it. What's today, Molly? What's today?
Today is
September
15th.
September 15th at 10:16 a.m. here on the East Coast. Swagoo said that Jameis Winston will be in the MVP conversation by season's end.
And now we on the Derek Carr.
What the hell that got to do with right now?
And now we on the...
Today's September 29th, if anyone wants to ask me the date.
See, here's the thing.
Now we on the Derek Carr.
It's my time. Ain't it my time? It's my time, right?
Go ahead.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. And Molly, I see that little smirk because you understand what's about to happen. You already know what's about to happen, Molly Q.
Tell me.
Derek Carr, right now, 3 weeks into the season, is playing quarterback at MVP level, and he's number one. He's had the tougher road. He's had to lead a team that didn't know what they were going to be on defense, and he's beat 3 defenses that we all respect in the NFL. High-level respect for all 3 of those teams. He's playing at a better clip than any quarterback right now. Now, I can be emotional about it and say, yeah, it should be Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Even though he had a phenomenal game, he threw 2 interceptions in that game. Derek Carr 3-0. The Las Vegas Raiders are 3-0. And you know what else he's doing? He's taking the top off of defenses. He's changing plays at the line of scrimmage. And he's doing all of this against guys that can actually play defense at a high level, like the highest level in the NFL. That's what Derek Carr has been doing. Now, we can get enamored. Kyler could be in that conversation. We're getting enamored with Kyler playmaking ability. He's thrown 4 interceptions. Derek Carr right now is the early NFL MVP front runner 3 weeks into the season. I said that.
Okay, well, what about Matthew Stafford? He's going up against...
He should be considered.
Hold on. Whoa. It's my turn.
Yeah,
the congregation is standing up.
You're right.
Fall back, Pastor.
Yep.
Here's the deal, okay? Matthew Stafford's undefeated. Mm-hmm. They just blew out the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. And in the process, Matthew Stafford is completing 70% of his passes to 64% of Derek Carr's passes. And oh, by the way, he's got 9 touchdowns and just 1 interception thus far. And he's undefeated in the first place in what's arguably the toughest division in football. So we got to get that out the way. Then we got to take into account Derek Carr. Yeah, Monday Night Football, you go up against the Baltimore Ravens, and we understand that. And, you know, they had some of their issues, some of their injury issues and what have you. All right, week number 2, you go to Pittsburgh. Hurts my heart. Because, you know, I believed in my Steelers, and I was dead wrong, and I got to own that because, you know, I'm a diehard Steeler fan. I let my emotion get in the way. I'll admit that in all seriousness. It's a damn shame what has happened to them offensively. Their offense is so bad, it's offensive. That's how bad their offense is, okay? So it hurts me, all right? But nevertheless, I look at their defense. T.J. Watt goes down. Highsmith goes down. Bush was down. I forgot who else was down. They had like 4 starters that were out.
Yeah.
By the way, most of them have groin injuries. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But nevertheless, that's a different subject for another day. But they had those injuries. That's who Derek Carr ended up beating. And then just last week, who did they go against? They went against Miami, who's on a fast track to nowhere because they can't find a quarterback. Their offense is draining their defense because they can do absolutely nothing and what have you. And we standing here and applauding Derek Carr like he's the second coming. He's not a scrub. He can ball. I respect the hell out of him. I'm rooting for him. I'm happy for him, even though I've had to call John Gruden out from time to time because of some of the decisions he has made. I'm really rooting for them because I like John Gruden, and I think football is better to watch when the Raiders are relevant. But let's pump the brakes just a touch and let this same team, this same Derek Carr, who had a 6-3 record last year and ultimately lose 5 games in 6 weeks, let's see what he does because numbers-wise, we see other people who are doing just as well, if not better. And oh, by the way, let's see what he does when competition stiffens.
Carr has the same QBR as Aaron Rodgers, actually.
Okay.
Jameis Winston's is even higher.
Molly, don't
Because Aaron
explain
Rodgers
nothing
is so
to
off
him.
in week 1.
Well,
Don't
I'm just
explain
telling you
nothing
the
to him.
numbers.
He don't want to hear it. But I just told him. So you should know now, Stephen A., that Derek Carr is the front runner because I just told you.
I just said Stafford. I think Stafford should be here ahead of him. And don't you drink tea on here. I'm the one that drinks tea on this show. Don't you think that you could do it?
I'm just trying
Don't
to
you think
coat
that
my
you
throat.
could do it?
I'm trying to coat my throat because it's like a boxer throwing jabs and they all connecting. So I'm trying to coat
we
my
have
throat.
boxing news we need to get into as well. Speaking of
Manny
boxing.
Pacquiao, absolutely.
No, more than that. We'll get into it later.
Wow.
All right. I've heard enough from these two. I need to hear from LeBron James. The King has spoken. All things this season, the vaccine, where he stands on it, missing games, all that coming up. Big Perk will be joining us for that. And Justin Fields played poorly.